Hollywood is mourning the loss of Brittany Murphy this morning. The 32-year-old actress died on Sunday from what officials say appear to be natural causes.
Actress Brittany Murphy, who began her career in the early 1990s and became well known for her roles in Girl Interrupted, Clueless, and 8 Mile, has died at the age of 32.
Do you guys remember when Brittany Murphy's dad said this in an interview?
Do you suspect somebody responsible for poisoning her? And who?
No, I don't. I don't suspect anyone. Actually, yeah, I do really, but I'd rather not speak about that.
Hold on to your seats because new viral footage is making waves across the internet, reigniting bone-chilling theories about the untimely death of Brittany Murphy. This fresh evidence has people buzzing and speculating about what really happened to the beloved actress. But here's the kicker: there might be a shocking connection to none other than Diddy. Yes, that Diddy. The internet is ablaze with speculation, and this new twist has everyone scrambling for answers.
So they're recently tying the death of Brittany Murphy to Diddy.
Brittany was found in the bathroom of her Hollywood home, and her autopsy revealed a tragic combination of pneumonia, anemia, and a cocktail of medications as the cause of death. Heartbreaking, without a doubt. But here's where the story takes a spine-tingling turn. The eerie circumstances surrounding her death bear a striking resemblance to those of Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, who passed away nearly 9 years later. The parallels between these two cases have left people questioning if there's more to the story than meets the eye.
Kim was there the entire time, the whole way. Everything that she collected, it wasn't for salacious. It was because if anything should ever happen to her, she wanted everyone to know where to look. Like everything that she did was a flashlight to say, this guy is dangerous.
When the coroner's office releases the autopsy report, the results show anemia, multiple drug intoxication, and pneumonia caused by the bacteria Staphylococcus aureus.
Today we're diving headfirst into the bizarre connections, unexplained clues, and swirling theories surrounding Brittany Murphy's death. The big question that has everyone talking: what role, if any, did Diddy play in the final days of her life? Could there be a hidden link that ties these chilling events together? Let's unravel the mystery and explore the possibilities.
I need to know, do you think that Diddy killed Kim Porter?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because of all the videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she gave copies of her book to, or at least chapters, because of everything that she had on him, because of the tape that she used to blackmail him into a relationship and into a raise of him being sodomized by Andre Harrell. And I am not saying that allegedly, because I heard her and Kim Moore talking about it in the booth of the bathroom while snorting cocaine at the Kit Kat Club.
On December 20th, 2009, Hollywood was rocked by the devastating news of Brittany Murphy's death. The beloved actress, celebrated for her iconic roles in Clueless and 8 Mile, was just 32 years old when tragedy struck at her Hollywood Hills home. For days, Brittany had been battling flu-like symptoms that left her weak and struggling to recover. But that morning, things took a horrifying turn. She collapsed in the bathroom, prompting her mother, Sharon Murphy, who lived with Brittany, and her husband, Simon Monjack, to make a frantic 911 call. Despite desperate efforts at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Brittany was pronounced dead, leaving behind a trail of heartbreak and questions that have haunted Hollywood ever since. On December 20th, 2009, Hollywood was left reeling from the shocking news of Brittany Murphy's untimely death. The beloved actress, known for her iconic roles in Clueless and 8 Mile, was just 32 years old when tragedy struck in her Hollywood Hills home. Brittany had been battling flu-like symptoms for days, leaving her weak and unable to recover. That morning, however, the situation took a terrifying turn. She collapsed in the bathroom, prompting her mother, Sharon Murphy, who lived with Brittany, and her husband, Simon Monjack, to make a frantic 911 call. Despite desperate efforts at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Brittany was pronounced dead, leaving behind a wave of heartbreak and lingering questions that have haunted Hollywood ever since. But the story of Brittany's home adds another layer of mystery. This wasn't just any house, it came with a chilling backstory. In 2003, she purchased it for $3.85 million from none other than Britney Spears, who reportedly fled the property after unsettling experiences. Brittany Murphy herself admitted to feeling an eerie, dark presence in the house and even hinted that it might be haunted. Following her tragic passing, the mansion's reputation only grew darker. Despite its stunning views and extravagant luxury, Brittany reportedly hated living in the Hollywood Hills mansion, fueling further speculation about its ominous history. According to her husband, Simon Monjack, Brittany Murphy called the house unlucky and often begged to leave, even suggesting they temporarily stay at the Beverly Hills Hotel. However, Simon, ever the realist, would remind her that they couldn't simply abandon their beautiful home. Little did they know, this unlucky house would soon become the place where Brittany's life would tragically come to an end. But here's where things take a wild turn. Some began speculating that the house itself might have played a darker role in her death. Could there have been something in the environment, like toxic mold, that made her sick? Brittany's mother, Sharon, even claimed there were mold issues in the home. However, in 2010, the coroner's office dismissed this theory, stating there was no evidence that mold had caused her death. Yet, the lingering questions about the house's ominous aura persist, adding another layer of intrigue to an already tragic story. And if that wasn't enough, the chilling rumors surrounding the house didn't end with Brittany Murphy. Britney Spears' former makeup artist revealed on a podcast that while living there, Britney Spears herself had terrifying experiences in the home. She even attributed these events to a Reiki healing session, which she believed had opened a spirit portal, unleashing dark energy into the property. But here's the real kicker: just 5 months after Brittany Murphy's tragic death, on May 23, 2010, her husband Simon Monjack was also found dead in the same house. 2 untimely deaths, both in the same home, within months of each other, have only fueled speculation about whether this house harbored a sinister force or played a role in the mysterious events that unfolded there.
I've never seen a case where a young wife dies and 5 months later a youngish husband dies, basically from the same underlying factors.
Like Brittany, Simon Monjack's death was attributed to acute pneumonia and severe anemia, eerily mirroring the conditions that claimed her life just months earlier. This striking similarity reignited wild speculation about their Hollywood Hills mansion, their lifestyle, and whether something darker was at play behind the scenes. Simon, a British screenwriter, was no stranger to controversy. Even before Brittany's passing, many had raised questions about their relationship, accusing him of being controlling over her career and personal life. After Brittany's death, Simon faced even greater scrutiny for how he managed her legacy, with critics questioning his decisions and motives. Yet behind the scenes, Simon's health was rapidly deteriorating. His mother, Linda Monjack, later revealed that in the weeks leading up to his death, Simon had been experiencing hallucinations and other strange symptoms. These unsettling details have only deepened the mystery surrounding the couple's tragic fate and the ominous aura of the home they shared. Simon's mother blamed mold in their home for his deteriorating condition, but once again, authorities dismissed this theory. They stuck to the official conclusion that Simon's death, like Brittany's, was due to pneumonia. But hold on, maybe the mansion isn't the true villain here. In a twist reminiscent of a Scooby-Doo episode, the real monsters might not be the house but the people themselves. It turns out that pneumonia and anemia aren't as rare causes of death for celebrities as one might think. In fact, the similarities between these cases have fueled speculation that Diddy might be connected to these tragedies in a far more sinister way than anyone could have imagined. Consider Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who tragically passed away on November 15, 2018. The initial cause of her death was reported as complications from pneumonia. However, much like Brittany and Simon's cases, not everyone accepted this explanation at face value. These eerie parallels have left many questioning if there's more to these stories than meets the eye.
And all of a sudden, they rush to do the coroner come in and say, yo, she had she had pneumonia, she died of pneumonia, but nobody did no autopsy or nothing like that. Get out of here.
Many pointed out that pneumonia doesn't typically claim lives so suddenly, especially for someone as seemingly healthy as Kim Porter. But here's where things take a chilling turn. Kim's death wasn't investigated properly, according to Gene Deal, a close friend of both Diddy and Kim. Deal revealed that not a single detective thoroughly inspected the scene. In fact, coroners had already removed Kim's body before detectives even arrived, raising immediate suspicions about the circumstances surrounding her death. And it gets even stranger: Kim's phone, laptop, and other devices were mysteriously missing, adding another layer of intrigue to an already perplexing tragedy.
How is it that there was no electronic products or gadgets around Kim's bed? Her laptop missing, her cell phone's missing. Everything is missing that she could get in touch with her little girls if they not at home or her friends or family. All that's missing. How is it that, and this is her say, that the detectives did not even view the body in the bed where she died at? That the coroner them had already removed her, pronounced her dead, and told the detectives them that it was no foul play. And if that is true, as I've heard it, and we read certain things on the internet about it, that case need to be reopened. Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia. Who gives somebody a massage when they got pneumonia?
So, could Kim's death have been part of a much darker, more sinister plan? It turns out that Kim had been working on a tell-all book about Diddy, detailing all the questionable things that have only recently started to surface. But before she could release it, tragedy struck. This bombshell was revealed when a witness in one of Diddy's legal battles stepped forward, claiming to possess flash drives filled with explosive evidence that could be the game-changer the prosecution has been waiting for. This revelation has left many wondering if there's more to Kim's death than just a tragic case of pneumonia.
Because my next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He says he was in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's freak-offs and parties.
According to Burgess, these flash drives contained the completed manuscript of Kim Porter's book, the one she had promised would go public if anything ever happened to her. And this wasn't just a collection of notes or unfinished drafts. No, Burgess claims it was a full 54-page work, and it begins with a chilling message. Kim's book starts with a promise if anything were to happen to her, this story would be shared with the world. This bold declaration only adds to the eerie suspicions surrounding her death, suggesting that her passing might not have been as innocent as it first appeared.
Apparently the grand jury felt the same way that I felt, because we've learned that Courtney Burgess has been summoned back to testify again next week. So it's a good time to bring in Ariel Mitchell.
Officially, Kim Porter's death in 2018 was attributed to pneumonia, but right from the start, questions began to arise. The initial coroner's report hinted at foul play, with toxins found in her body that could mimic pneumonia symptoms. Then rumors started circulating there was blood on her pillow, and a suspicious trail led from her bedroom to the bathroom. It painted a much darker picture, one that didn't align with the official story. But here's where things take an even more chilling turn. Kim reportedly made a 911 call at 2:43 a.m., but help didn't arrive until hours later when Kimora Lee Simmons found her around 11 a.m. That delay raised major red flags. Kim's family has been suspicious from the beginning and has allegedly spoken with the FBI about pursuing a wrongful death lawsuit against Diddy. However, investigators have reportedly urged them to stay quiet to avoid compromising the case. And just when you think Diddy might not be connected, think again. Jaguar Wright, a Hollywood whistleblower who has been exposing Diddy, Ashton Kutcher, Jay-Z, Clive Davis, and other major celebrities for years, claims that these individuals have access to substances that can mimic symptoms like pneumonia, heart attacks, anemia basically. Anything that can make a death appear to be from natural causes.
Create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know...
But just like Al B. Sure, Andre Harrell's story takes a chilling turn as well. The legendary music mogul, known for his influence in the industry, was reportedly working on a manuscript that would expose some of the industry's most shocking secrets. He was allegedly planning to reveal how powerful figures like Diddy, with the backing of Clive Davis, used substances and manipulation to control people and silence anyone who got in their way. But before Andre Harrell could publish these explosive details, he was found dead. His untimely death raised more questions than answers, leaving many wondering, was he silenced before he could tell the world the truth? His passing only deepened the suspicion surrounding the mysterious deaths of several high-profile figures, suggesting a much darker undercurrent within the entertainment industry. Now, the same man from the interview, Gene Deal, was a central figure in anything related to Diddy. Gene wasn't just a bystander, he was Diddy and Kim Porter's personal bodyguard, a man who saw and knew more than anyone could imagine. In one jaw-dropping interview, Gene revealed something that shook everyone to their core. Kim's gold casket had been ordered months before her death. Yes, you heard that right, 2 whole months before Kim passed away, someone had already made arrangements for her final resting place. Who orders a casket that far in advance unless they knew something was coming? It's enough to make anyone question what's really going on behind the scenes. I'm not here to throw out wild conspiracy theories, but have you ever heard anything like this before? Why would they plan that far ahead unless they were anticipating something they weren't ready to reveal? These details have led many to believe that foul play was involved. John Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has been vocal about the darker side of Diddy's world since the early 90s. He witnessed Diddy's influence and power firsthand and claims that Puff has connections to dangerous individuals who can make problems disappear.
Her casket was ordered 2 months before she died. I don't believe that, man. I swear. How you order a gold casket 2 months before somebody died, man?
It's not just the mysterious details surrounding Kim's death. Gene has hinted at Diddy's involvement in far more sinister activities, suggesting that his actions may not be entirely human. Whispers have circulated around Hollywood that Diddy has been involved in satanic rituals, a claim that many of his detractors are now starting to take seriously. Gene himself even said that Diddy should be trying to work his way toward God, away from the devil he's been worshipping. The mysterious circumstances of Kim's untimely death, the missing electronics, the lack of a proper investigation, and the chilling fact that her casket was ordered months before all point towards a larger, more horrifying theory. Fans and insiders are beginning to speculate that Kim's death might have been a sacrifice, a ritual offering that would grant Diddy something in return.
See anything unusual with him, with men, to say, yeah, with all these things being accused of him right now, I could have guessed this coming. Or no, you never saw anything?
Well, I've seen touchy-feely stuff, and I've seen situations where he always put another woman and like two women and the men, and they go in the room and stuff like that. I've seen situations like that, but that's that rock and roll lifestyle.
The theory gained even more traction when rumors surfaced that Diddy may have participated in Illuminati-like rituals. If you've been following the case, you'll remember the rumors about Kim Porter's nanny, who was fired under mysterious circumstances. According to an explosive email, Kim's twin daughters had started asking questions about their mother's passing, expressing doubt about the official story that she died from pneumonia. The email revealed that the nanny's firing wasn't just related to her personal life, it was connected to her and Diddy's daughters digging into Kim's death. The termination occurred right when the nanny and the twins were reportedly getting too close to uncovering uncomfortable truths about what really happened. When Diddy found out the nanny was asking the twins about anything strange leading up to Kim's passing, things got tense. Sources close to the situation say Diddy became more and more on edge. It is said that Diddy's decision to let the nanny go was fueled by rising panic. It seems the thought of anyone, especially his own daughters, delving too deep into Kim Porter's death rattled Diddy enough to take drastic action. But the story doesn't end there. The nanny, now referred to in the lawsuit as Jane Doe, has come forward with her own claims. Shockingly, she is not just any employee, she is Kim Porter's own niece, which adds even more gravity to the situation. She was the first person to find Kim's body on November 15, 2018, after returning home from a school run for the twins. It was Kim's niece who made the devastating discovery, a moment that has haunted the Porter family ever since. Since then, Diddy has reportedly seen a change in the demeanor of the twins, which only heightened suspicions after the nanny was placed in their care. The fact that Kim's niece has taken legal action against Diddy for wrongful termination makes this case even more personal and emotionally charged. The nanny claims that she was essentially living at Diddy's mansion, providing round-the-clock care for the twins. However, things took a drastic turn when she informed Diddy that she was pregnant. She alleges that Diddy reacted with rage, upset not only because of her pregnancy but also because she was unmarried. The nanny says Diddy made it clear that her situation set a bad example for his daughters. The irony of Diddy, a man with 7 children from various relationships, criticizing her pregnancy out of wedlock hasn't been lost on observers. His harsh reaction raises serious questions about the real motives behind the nanny's dismissal. Legal documents obtained by TMZ confirm that the nanny has filed a lawsuit accusing Diddy of wrongful termination, despite her claims of being a devoted caretaker. However, Diddy's camp denied these accusations, with a spokesperson stating that the nanny was let go for other reasons. This all happened well before the lawsuits against Diddy came to light in 2022, and his disturbing activities didn't truly surface until last year when Cassie first filed her lawsuit against the disgraced mogul. Now, let's circle back to how Diddy might be connected to Brittany Murphy's death. This connection is as twisted as it is shocking. It all comes through Ashton Kutcher, who briefly dated Brittany Murphy after meeting her on the set of Just Married. Their relationship only lasted 5 months, but there was significant buzz around it, especially when rumors spread that they were briefly engaged. The connection between Diddy and Ashton goes much deeper than just a short-lived relationship. Ashton and Diddy were close friends, really tight, often spotted together at parties, events, or even just hanging out and watching football. They attended events together, and Ashton was even a regular at Diddy's extravagant Labor Day white party, a high society event known for being packed with celebrities and, of course, some wild behind-the-scenes stories. At one point, Diddy even gushed about Ashton, calling him a sounding board and saying they were like yin and yang. Diddy, the in-your-face mogul, and Ashton, the cool, laid-back guy who seemed to know how to have fun without causing a scene. But here's where things get a bit murky. In 2019, Ashton Kutcher appeared on the Spicy Wing Challenge show Hot Ones, and when the topic of Diddy's legendary parties came up, Ashton seemed to have a lot of stories he definitely wasn't ready to share.